the agenda, the goal here is to book a sales call with a qualified real estate agent for our closer marketing agency. And when I say qualify, we ask them if they full-time or not, whatever,
Yeah.
So what is a qualified agent look like? Yeah, you're right. We should start from like the end goal and then go from there. So the
Yes.
qualified agent look like they are decision maker, and if there's partner involved, they must be also in the call.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and
we do the same in solar industry because, well, I was a closer for like half a year, and we always get an objection that's like, well, I need to talk to my spouse about it, or like, I need to talk to my parents about it first because I don't make the decisions or something like that.
Yeah.
And so when we book the Zoom calls, we have to like let them know, like, hey, the other decision maker has to be there as well.
Yeah. And the other one is that they are like, ideally full-time. If they're like a part-time taxi driver, no, they won't do anything. Full-time, been around at least 1 year, an average. Let me just explain to you what's the structure like. If you look at it, the question that we ask is linked back to here. We ask like, how long have you been an agent for? What's the structure like? But I just script it out. I didn't explain in the training what this question really means. So I'm taking the time to do that, right? So how it works is that in real estate, they have two structure. It's commission based. So it's like a sell, right? So there's a commission based only, right? If they come only, commission only, they need to make an average one sales per month to qualify, right? And then there's another structure which is called the debit credit system. And if you work on sales as a closer, you know both of this term, credit and debit. If you don't know, what that means is that they will pay you a salary, right? But you need to make enough sale to pay back your salary. So that's what that means. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So basically a return of investment for the company.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to explain to you like what's the structure is for this guy on the phone. So if they in commission credits, like credit debit system, they need to make on average more sale to be qualified to work with it. An average of at least 3 sales a month. The reason why is that do you know the reason why this guy only need 1 sale to work with us, where this guy needs 3 sales? Have a guess.
Commissions are higher?
Yeah, because this guy take everything. Like this guy normally have a lot of split. Like if like for example, you work for a company and you commission only without salary, technically you're not an employee. Technically you're a contractor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
1 sale, you take a lot of it. So that means your income is high enough to afford our system. But if you're on salary, you need to make a lot of sales just to have enough fund to reinvest in your business, because you need to pay the company back.
Gotcha.
So that is the forefront qualifier on the call.
Okay.
Any question?
No questions.
All right. So you can see this timer here, defensive.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
all right.
very
I can do that.
Route.
Okay.
Hey, is it Steph?
Yeah, this is she. Who is this?
Steph, it's Vico. How you been?
Good, but what is this about?
Yeah, look, are you connected with my colleagues on Facebook regarding sending some more appraisal inquiry and listing opportunity your way? Does that ring a bell?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it's a few days back. It's on Facebook. You're a seller agent, is that correct? You're a sales agent?
I am.
Can you take on more work? You take on more appraisal?
Well, I'm not really sure if it benefits me. Sure.
Well, can you take on more work in terms of capacity?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, we're looking for an agent in the area who can take on more work. Potentially we might have something for you. You have a minute?
I mean, I guess so. Okay.
Okay, look, we've been texting you and sending you some email about what we do. I guess you haven't had a chance to look, have you?
Not really. I've been really busy.
Okay, you want me to call you back?
Well, we've already talked, so I guess now's a good time. Tell me about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I like when you say, "Can you want me to call you back?"
Sorry, I just thought you said you're busy, so I don't mind calling you back. Anyway, so what we do is that we work with Harcourt, LG Hooker, Ray White, all that stuff, all this big brand, and we help them put process and system to get guaranteed 20 to 30 appraisal inquiry. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Would that be something that you feel like you want to explore further?
I mean, what does it take to explore it further?
Just a chat. So
Then I'll be down for it.
Okay, so I'll ask you some questions, see if you're a good fit. If that's the case, I'll schedule a Zoom call with one of our advisors, John, and we'll go from there. How's that sound?
Okay, sure.
So how long have you been an agent for?
About 2 years now.
Okay, are you doing this full time? What's your structure?
Yeah, I've been doing it full time.
Okay.
Well, commission based.
Like solely commission based?
Solely commission based, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. You know, like 90% of the agent that is in commission only, they quit during the first year. So the fact that you made it out for 2 years, like congrats, you're like the top 10%. So tell me, what are you currently doing right now to get more appraisal into your door?
Well, not much. Like word of mouth. I just get referrals from my previous clients, but that's pretty much it.
Okay, but what are you doing right now in terms of like prospecting or advertising? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I do Facebook ads, but they haven't really been working in my favor lately, and it hasn't been cost effective, so I think I have to stop it soon.
What do you mean by not cost effective? How much do you spend?
I don't know, like about 15 dollars per lead. That's not even quality.
Okay, but how much do you spend total in the last month? Let's say in a month.
In the last month, I've spent like 15 grand really just to get quality leads, but I haven't had much luck with it.
Okay, and why do you feel that way?
I just feel like I'm not reaching the right market.
Okay, makes sense. Who's doing the ad right now?
Well, I'm doing it myself. I don't really have someone else working for me at the moment, so it's been tough.
Okay, so all right, I think we can help. Would you mind telling, like, if I tell you what we do?
Sure thing.
So we pretty much help like really busy agents like yourself. Obviously you're a real estate agent. You should be closing deal with real estate, not sitting down doing all this ad. That's probably why it's not working because you can't be good at two things at once. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So our
that
team
makes
go in,
sense.
will take care of the digital thing, and for sure, like if you spend 15 grand, we can really just like help you get way more qualified in that. And we got the result, which I will be sending to you after this call. Just want to say like I not just say what I say, but we actually have evidence and proof, right? So really, essentially that's what we do. We'll put digital asset so you can make more leads, so you only spend time doing what you're good at. Does that make sense? And then I
That
go
makes
on and
sense.
close 4 p.m. Does it work? Blah blah blah. Whatever. That's the call.
Oh, okay. So based on my observation, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 don't really follow the same flow for every call. Like it's different. Like let's say a real estate agent immediately hits you with an objection, so you go to phase 3 and then you ask the questions.
Yeah.
So there's not like a solid flow from phase 1 to phase 3. We can do freestyle, basically, depends on the situation.
It should be a flow from phase 1 to phase 3, to be honest. Because phase 3 is more like after you ask them all the question and then they said, what's the price? Do you know what I mean? That's when you go.
Yeah.
Because phase 1, you also have, can you see that each phase have objection? So objection is happen, if you watch the training, objection happen in every phase. Objection doesn't happen when you ask for the price or when you ask for money. Objection happen all the time, and how you address them is different through each stage. That's like only the master of sales understand this. A lot of people think objection happen when you ask for money, which is not true. Sometimes you ask question too much. That's like it's invasive. Like how much, which I didn't ask you yet. How much are you making on average on a monthly basis? But the fact that you outline the pain point already, I make judgment not to ask that. There was enough pain to actually sell you on it. You already admit, most agents, they don't admit that. So you know what I mean?
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, they are like tough nut to crack. If you have like enough sales training, and I done it over 1,000 times, I can like get past through the toughest agent, like if I'm quite neutral about my emotion. But anyway, so yeah, look, does this role play make sense? Does it help?
It does help put things into perspective. I would say though, I don't have enough background knowledge just yet to actually like overcome objection.
Well, I guess that's why we have the trial, so you can try.
Like, hey, are you guys selling leads? I wasn't supposed to answer that question. So just say like
if you can memorize that script, whatever they asked, you just said what I just said. Well, that's a great question, John. What I can do is schedule a demo call with my colleague Vico, and he happily walk you through everything. I just don't want to give you a false information. That makes sense?
Okay. So that makes sense. So the purpose of that call really is to just see if they qualify, and then everything else will be done by you or the closer.
Yeah. That's the whole point.
Gotcha. Okay.
Being a female,
overcome objection.
And if you sound like a really like white blonde girl on the phone, it's hard to reject you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I've never tried Australian clients before, so I don't really know how that works.
All right, cool. I mean, like, the call today is I want to get a role play done with you. So let's do reverse role play. I got 3 more minutes, and then we'll go from there. Okay, let's reverse.
Okay, gotcha. Let me pull up the questions again. So just focus on short discovery.
Yep.
And then objections if there are any. And then everything else, I just tell them, I would love for you to hear that in a demo call with my advisor, Vico.
Yeah. That's the default.
Schedule the.
Yeah, that's the default.
That's my default.
Yeah. Because you're not supposed to know anything. No.
I'm not. Okay. All right. Gotcha. Well, it is what it is. All right. Hey, Vico, how's it going?
Hey, great. Who's this?
Hi, this is Stephanie. I'm not sure if you remember me, but we chatted on Facebook about getting you 20 to 30 appraisal increase and listing opportunities monthly. Is that a good time?
Yeah. How can I help?
Okay, cool. So I just wanted to ask, just out of curiosity, how long have you been an agent?
2 years. But what is this call about? What do you guys try to do?
All right, well, sorry. What I've found worked well in this call is normally start off by me asking you some basic questions about your business, just to see if what we can have can even help. And if that's the case, we'll invite you to Zoom and show you everything. If not, we'll also let you know as well. Sound fair?
Okay. Okay.
Right, perfect. So how long have you been an agent, just out of curiosity?
6 months.
6 months. Have you been doing it full-time or part-time?
Oh, just part-time recently. So, just wait
I gotcha.
to it full-time. Just right now it's part-time.
Right. So what are you waiting for to like do this full-time, really?
To not just experience, just I'm waiting to ease into it. I guess, once I make enough money, I can quit my other job and get into this full-time.
Perfect. That makes sense. Now, what's your current structure? Are you currently credit, debit, or commission-based?
Commission only?
Like solely commission-based?
Yeah.
All right. Well, just out of curiosity, what's your role in the company? You're currently working with other people right now, or are you working on your own?
Yes, like working with my lead sales agent, Timmy. So yeah,
So how's that been like for you?
I'm his assistant. So yeah, everything's great.
Okay, perfect. Now, is he the best person to speak to regarding putting in marketing strategy in place?
Maybe, yeah. It depends on what it is. How much you guys charging?
Well, I would love for you to hear that on a demo call with one of our advisors. Does morning or afternoon work better for you?
Morning tomorrow, be fine.
All right, perfect. Do you think that your assistant should be in the call as well?
I'm the assistant. My lead sales agent is Timmy. So yeah, I think let me just discover it first, and if I think it's a good fit, I'll transfer that to my boss.
Okay, that's fair. So should we schedule a Zoom meeting with you and our advisor then?
Yeah, sure. Like just me though. Like let me go on a Zoom first, and I'll see what's up there, and then I can tell my boss about it.
Okay, perfect. And then I book the appointment for them? Or am I not supposed to book an appointment for an assistant?
You're not supposed to book because we just went through what qualify, right?
Yeah. So I was like,
So
I was thinking it's 6 months. Yeah, 6 months and then part-time. But I don't know if it's part of the script, but how do you tell them that they don't qualify? Like you just tell them right in their face?
Yeah, in their face. Like reach out and once you become full-time, once you make at least 1 sale a month.